This is the ballast collection, and I feel the ballast. I think here I got standby ballast. I got 21, including the electronic ballast over here. I have a lot of standby fluorescent part because some of the ballast maybe fell for some reason, but this doesn't make sense at all because this magnetic ballast can last for decades. But all these ballasts I checked, they are all maybe functional because most of the ballasts they are functional. So let me check one of the ballasts because one of the ballasts I haven't checked before, so I don't know if it work or fail. So today let's discover it. Alright, so shut up. I binge. Alright, so this is my multimeter. Oh, here we go. This is my multimeter. Put it on dials. Select to resistance. Select to resistance. Put our cable inside. One by one, and we just measure the resistance. One of the ballasts I ever checked is a TW ballast because I don't know this will fail or not. Let's check it. Okay. And I need to put it properly for the proper distance. Yeah, because terminal block might be walk up, but doesn't make sense. Right, so they maybe did a good job, but doesn't make sense because these ballasts are in the OEM picture. Let me measure it properly to see the resistance of the wire or cable. So now we have 88 ohms, so good. 88 ohms is a good rate for the magnetic ballast. Like this one is the brand new one. They have 89 ohms. These are fresh ballast, so these are probably fresh. Look at that. But like some ballasts that look like yellow, like this. Probably this one and this one. Yeah, this one is still okay. This one is still okay, but looks like this one and this one we have an issue because the resistance might be dropped because they are heated before with stuck starter. But that doesn't make clue. That's why what are the fixture with a stuck starter over there and causing a burn mark and causing a very yellow piece of garbage on the fixture over there. The ballast I would not remove because I don't want something happen again like after that and blow up my fluorescent light for one fucking reason. I hate you. Alright, so that's it. Alright, so here I have a bunch of the ballast over here. But let me tell you, the oldest removed ballast over here. The oldest ballast over here is this one, the Vita Light. Probably this one because look at that. The size of these are bigger and larger, and it's 3640 watt ballast. You can see the terminal block I look like 3D printed. Well, I have another one, it's 1973 MS one. So this one, and you can see the terminal block is different for these two styles. See the two style over here. We got both are similar one, but these are Westlight. This one also similar, but you can see these two generation of the Vita Light ballast is probably different because the first generation maybe don't have the logo on it. See, this is a similar depth. See, larger and bigger. See the difference between these two, and look at that, the logo is different. The serial number also different. Like this one is 141 1973. This is there we go, 141 PL part 2. Maybe part 2 lah. 1993. This was made in 1993, and the serial sticker, as you see, is older style one. These are weighted much heavier, and these are much lighter one. I removed it from the fixture there with the long holder, but probably it's the long holder stuck, so I better replace the holder lah. Alright, I better replace the holder lah. So the thing is still usable. I just replaced the holder because only the holder stuck, but I get that home, put WD-40 and it starts spinning. Good. Now we gotta solve one problem. How the fuck I gotta collect this? One issue. Alright, so we gotta collect this. So now I gotta remove my stack of electronic ballast over here. This power supply, we no longer use that. Alright, so we just stack the ballast one by one. These are all standby parts, so I have a few of the standby parts. So I just stack the ballast 3 by 3, so you will get more space for collecting. 3 by 3 is much better. There you go. There you go. 3 by 3. Alright, 6. Yeah. And now I'm gonna find the size that's larger than my asshole ballast. Okay, probably this one. We fit the Vita light over here first. But 2x2 lah, always hang. There you go. And this probably is the same size, so probably we fit. There we go, fit. Most of the ballasts I see over here, there are different sizes, so you need to follow the size. The biggest one is set at the bottom. The largest one, like what these, set at the top. Yeah, this rest of stuff will not have the space to start. This is an amber ballast. This ballast located in the fixture enclosed fixture that called amber. That's why problem always occur. That's why I don't buy amber fixture, because I hate the design of the garbage design and burning and breaking, you know. This ballast I just fixed just now. You cannot put it now, but yeah, it's later. These are 18 watt coming from the old fixture, but this also very yellow at the time. But these are still good. But what are another fixture with this also the same ballast, but that's why I cannot remove the fixture. That's why I cannot remove, because it's very rusty and it's already very yellow, because the fixture, because that fluorescent tube is already broken, and the starter keeps starting until they start. And the starter also casing was broken and also very hard to remove, and I also removed the tube. And look at the ballast, wow, very freaking yellow, and the wine and the cover over here start to fall over. But I don't get the ballast also, because it will have problem later. This is still good. These are also coming from another type of amber fixture. They are much slimmer, but I don't know how they fit this one inside. That's why causing problem. So amber fixture caused these two problems. You can see, because they didn't have an airway for the ballast to cool down. No, they didn't have a place to let the ballast to cool. That's why this can occur lah. And these are wind light one. So the top light, wind light, TW, and more like that. I got already. So we're stacking the ballast one by one. And this is the same, right? I don't know. Yeah, it's the same. So basically I have a bunch of it. These are, maybe this glue is dried up. I see the glue is already dry. This ballast will be a bit different, because the size of the thing is a different story of the ballast. But anyway, this also, there's CME ballast also casing. It will start to getting interrupted already. But I think I will plan to have more ballast for future, but I don't think I need to have that much, because I didn't use that. I used for collection only. This is, there we go, stack ballast. This is a ballast stack up, right? Probably. You can see this is all the freaking ballast, and this is electron. This is a CP. This is the ballast for CCFLM. I cannot throw this away. You can see how big is this ballast is. They are come out from an old TV monitor. That's why I don't get rid. They doesn't care. But I think I will get one more, because I want to use that for toothpaste. For the starter problem, I will fix that later. This is an analog multimeter from my grandparents' house. This is an analog. That's why. And the power supply, you can see over there. Okay, alright. So let's get another. Just get another piece of garbage for these to fit inside, maybe of another fluorescent fixture. Maybe another fluorescent fixture, or even better, because I realized I never take the starter socket now, because all the starter socket is already, I don't want to take more, because you know. And here I have another fluorescent fixture, very slim. I don't think the ballast will fit. But anyway, just for backup, we just put that. There you go. But I never found a bad PL ballast, because at that time at that store they didn't have. I think I will not get that much power again. Alright. Alright, so see, probably stack up already the ballast, probably a bunch of them. Oh yeah. I don't think I have more space for future lah, because this ballast already stack up my place. But I will trust, you will trust me, because I'm going to get another. I say LED light will fit to the ballast, and I will end that shit. But instead, if I get a vintage 1973 ballast like an old one, a fixture, I will probably get that. Probably they don't have because I only get one in their place only. They are in the T8 fixture, they are modern style one. But something hidden inside, you don't know. That's why all the fixture, I always open the cover like this. I would like fixture has screw, right? I always open like this. Like this, that place I just open like this and I look inside the ballast. If the ballast is 1973 one, my target is that one, I probably remove that. But if this one, I probably not, because all these ballasts they suggest to do it because the light is very dim. All these ballasts I get, they suggest to do it. Alright, like probably, and the electronic ballast you already know they're not suitable for LED. That's why you should remove this because they are not suitable. Actually, still got more to go after that. After the old fluorescent light are finished, and after the old panels, because they still got rank of like 10 of the like 20 of old fluorescent tube that I removed because they are only just very dim, and probably work on the electronic ballast for brighter, but it will not last long because this electronic ballast it give full 40 watt ballast. Oh no, more 38 Mr. This watt. So if this give off full 40 watt ballast, maybe need a T12 lamp, but they are glowing much brighter for the lamp. That way cost shorten the lifetime. That's why every like 1 month or like few weeks the one fluorescent tube burn down because they are used fluorescent light and they are low quality. They are made by Panasonic one. That's why I have one. They suggest me to get it off, so that's why I get it at home. And for the electronic ballast, they give full brightness. That's why they always burn out. So for LED light, this will not gonna work in that, but this will probably explode if you put LED. That's why I bought that. So sticking off here, we already have ballast collection. Probably need to get one more because the one more is for my beautiful beloved. No, it's for my tester use because that ballast is too weak for the 26 watt lamp. They will not gonna work properly. So this one will be as a collection item. These are vintage already, but this one is not because they're slimmer. I got a slimmer ballast over here. These are probably burned out already because the heat burn. Probably. Great. So now we are finished the job. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. Alright, so now let's enjoy our beautiful light show. Oh yeah, I forgot to turn on. Probably